He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
I don't like you either.
Welcome to Star Wars Top 10s, where we are constantly rating all things Star Wars from 1 to 10. If you are a first-time viewer and you like what you see here today, don't forget to press the like and subscribe button for more great videos like this. Now, on to the countdown.
I don't like you either.
Number 10, Pong Krell.
General Krell, you're being relieved of duty.
It's treason, then.
Pong Krell is easily one of the most hated of all Jedi in Star Wars. He made his first appearance in the Clone Wars, where he served as a Jedi General for the Grand Army of the Republic. In Season 4, Episode 7, this 4-part episode, we see Pong Krell leading a platoon of clones, including Fives and Rex, in a very controversial manner. He berates and belittles the clones at every turn, while he's also taking advantage of their loyalty by constantly placing them in the way of danger. This leaves the clones to make a difficult decision to turn on Pong Krell's order and take over the mission themselves in order to survive. Of course, Pong Krell reveals himself to be unfaithful to the Jedi Force and the Republic by secretly sending clones to kill their own brothers. Krell claims to have had a vision of the fall of the Republic and prophesies that a new empire will rise. Although, yeah, true, he was right, it's also easy to see why so many Star Wars fans absolutely despise this character.
Why, General? Why kill your own men?
Because I can. Because you fell for it. Because you're inferior.
But you're a Jedi. How could you?
A Jedi. I am no longer naive enough to be a Jedi.
Number 9, General Hux.
Tell your precious princess there will be no terms, there will be no surrender.
Hi, I'm holding for General Hux.
This is Hux. You and your friends are doomed. We will wipe your filth from the galaxy.
Okay, I'll hold.
General Hux makes his first appearance in the 7th film, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Although he delivers one of the most intense and well-spoken speeches in all of Star Wars.
First order! And we'll remember this as the last day of the Republic!
He's still one of the most whiny and terribly misused characters by the end of the trilogy. Hux seems to have one goal throughout the 3 movies, which is to have as much power and control in the First Order as possible. He has been received generally well in The Force Awakens, but as Episode 8 and 9 were released, fans and critics did not agree with the use of his character for comic relief, as well as an easy solution to the problem in The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, come on, the man that delivered this speech was a Resistance narc and then just dies?
Why are you helping us?
I don't care if you win. I need Kylo Ren to lose.
Number 8, Jabba the Hutt. This one may come as a surprise to some of the OG Star Wars fans. I mean, he does seem to appear in many fans' favorite scenes. But his overall lifestyle, including his posse and overall disgusting aura, freezing Han Solo, taking advantage of Princess Leia, we were all just so relieved to witness her overthrow him and bring him to his end. Number 7, Holdo.
Not Commander, right? Wasn't it Leia's last official act to demote you for your Dreadnought plan? Where we lost our entire bombing fleet?
Holdo secures our number 7 spot for withholding her controversial strategy to escape the First Order. Although there's nothing inherently wrong with Holdo as a person, especially given her heroic sacrifice at the end of the film, we just find her character was used poorly. Her only purpose in the plot was to create attention in order for a mutiny to transpire and send Finn and Rose after the Master Codebreaker on that casino planet.
Right away, Admiral.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that.
Vice Admiral Holdo, I am relieving you of your command for the survival of this ship, its crew, and the Resistance.
Number 6, the Ewoks. Does anybody else love The Return of the Jedi, but literally hate skipping all those Ewok scenes? Yeah, same, and that's why these little pricks are sitting on our list at number 6. Of course, the Ewoks are funny and at times sort of cute. Fans for decades have viewed these creatures as one of the greatest downsides to the original trilogy. And why shouldn't it get the flack it received? Along with many other movies and TV shows in the 80s, their existence in the movie was simply to appeal to younger audiences for exploitation, meaning they ruined the entire 6th movie, which should have been one of the best of the trilogy, just to sell kids on merch like action figures, as well as this super low-key awesome TV show. These characters hold no significance to the overall plot and are just straight up annoying. Why are we seeing so much of this when we just want more of this? Number 5, Snoke.
If Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise.
There was a time when The Force Awakens premiered when every fan was asking the same question. Who the hell is Snoke, and where are they going with this? Speculations and theories kept popping up, like the theory that Snoke was Mace Windu. However, The Last Jedi premiered and... seriously? With such a big build-up to Snoke's character, many fans were disappointed in the waste of his character. Not only was he killed off incredibly early, he was essentially nobody and nothing to the overall plot. He simply was a puppet of Palpatine to drive Kylo Ren to the dark side to bring Rey to the dark side. Aside from the horrid writing and continuity issues between all 3 sequel films, this was viewed as lazy. Forbes magazine put it best when they called Snoke a bandage poorly placed over a gaping plot hole. Number 4, Finn.
You with the Resistance?
What? No, I'm breaking you out. Can you fly a TIE
I
fighter?
can fly anything. Why? Why are you helping me?
Because it's the right thing to do.
You need a pilot.
I need a pilot.
Once again, we have a person who has the initial makings of a terrific character, raised to be a stormtrooper and to kill without any questions. We all sympathized with his character, who was truly good. However, as The Force Awakens progressed, we can't help but roll our eyes at Finn's obsessive behavior with Rey, and we mean obsessive. This obsession only becomes more aggressive throughout the film and the trilogy. When Finn lies to the rebellion and returns to the First Order's base to free Rey, we find out he actually has no idea what the hell he's doing. He simply just wants to help Rey. The character quickly became one of Star Wars' worst. The writers attempt to bring a new life and theme to the character with every film. However, we find he only becomes more unbearable as it progresses. We do want to emphasize that John Boyega's portrayal of the character he was given was very well done, and we would love to see him play it again, just tweaked. As this character received a lot of hate online, many of which were racially based, we believe all that unacceptable hate should be redirected to where it belongs, at Jar Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, and Rian Johnson, who are solely responsible for the shortcomings of the sequels and its characters. Number 3, Rose. Are we starting to sound like a broken record yet? Not yet? Well, we will. Rose is another character who presents potential until they don't. Rose is a mechanic for the Resistance who meets Finn, who is obsessively trying to meet back up with, you guessed it, Rey, using one of the only escape pods. Rose tasers Finn because of his cowardliness for leaving the team behind and seeming to be abandoning ship, but she quickly becomes an irritable character who redirects the plot from Star Wars to some sappy soap opera about freeing these horse things. We want to note that Kelly Marie also did a fabulous job with what she was given, and commend her for being the first Asian American woman to play a major role in a Star Wars film. We also want to acknowledge that her poor reception among fans in no way warrants the harassment that erupted online for Kelly Marie. We just simply are criticizing the poor writing and character development of Rose. Number 2, Zero the Hutt.
Oh, it's so bright out here.
Oh my God.
Why couldn't we do this at night when it's cooler?
If you've watched the Clone Wars, you know the disgust every time Zero is on the screen. Zero first appears in the episode Assassin in Season 3, Episode 7. Zero is a powerful character who is a master of multiple Hutt clans across 7 star systems. It's difficult to put into words why he's so far up on our list, but Zero is annoying, disgusting, spoiled, and just downright rude. While he was involved with Count Dooku and his apprentice Asajj Ventress for the kidnapping of Jabba's nephew, Rhoda, Zero attempts to kill Padme for outing him to Jabba the Hutt for his heinous deed, which Jabba the Hutt promises that Zero will be severely punished for what he has done, meaning even our number 8th spot hates Zero. Overall, this character seems to be very caricaturish and cartoony. And yes, we know it's a cartoon, but in comparison to some of the most incredible characters of all time in this show, Zero has a way of making you want to fast forward nearly all his scenes, not to mention his terrible girlfriend.
You really mean that? From the bottom of my fluid sac.
Honorable mention.
My name's Omega. I was wondering when you guys would come back.
Fine. What is that? I don't know, it's a pet or something. A pet? Ow!
You're tracking somebody. I'm Morley. I could help you. We've got everything here. I can get you what you want for the right amount, of course.
Number 1, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, muy, I love you.
You almost got us killed. Are you brainless?
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mr. Stay. Mr. called Jar Jar Binks. Mr. your humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, but it is. It is demanded by the gods, it is.
Surprised? We know you're not. Jar Jar Binks is easily in our number 1 spot. Jar Jar Binks is notoriously known to be the worst character in all of Star Wars. Although we, the creators of this list, disagree with a lot of the hate that Jar Jar Binks has received, we certainly understand where the hate comes from, and we do not approve of some of the allegations of racial insensitivity. Jar Jar Binks is a character that many felt was far too childish to belong in a film which already followed a rather annoying young Anakin Skywalker. Jar Jar was clearly meant to provide some comic relief to the film, but many found it to be just annoying. Perhaps Jar Jar Binks was meant to be something more in the prequel films, a Sith perhaps? But we will never know, as Lucasfilms had to do a major rewrite of the character in Attack of the Clones, simmering the character down a lot. You would think that after the blunder of the Ewoks, Lucasfilms would know better than to appeal to younger audiences again. The character received so much hate, in fact, that actor Ahmed Best contemplated suicide for the hate he received for the character.
The reason why I almost ended my life on the Brooklyn Bridge was because 20 years ago, I played Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars. I faced a media backlash that really made me feel like my life was over.
We would like to say, although Jar Jar is incredibly annoying, especially in the Clone Wars, his insufferability has become a staple to the Star Wars fandom, and we, for one, still enjoy the horridness of his character. Is there any characters you love to hate, or simply cannot stand? Make sure to tell us all about it in the comments below. If you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel for more videos. And of course, may the Force be with you.